Once Upon Time is an episode which turns Doctor Who on its head. It's so complex that the first negative I have to get around is that it's so alienating to any casual viewer who either doesn't normally watch Doctor Who or decided that this would be their first venture into the series. Trust me, someone out there will watch this before any other episode and be like, what the... To someone like me who was obsessed with Doctor Who, this episode was pleasing, to an extent. You had cameos galore from Daleks, Cybermen, and the Weeping Angels. People's backstories were kind of explored through the excellent use of the time storm. We even got the return of the fugitive Doctor, something which made me very happy. Narratively, this episode of Doctor Who is not a conventional one. It was certainly more of a mad one compared to last week's. I, for one, found this to be engaging for the most part, learning more about the division, the fugitive Doctor's true role, even the Maury, who I criticised in the last episode for being a bit underdeveloped. I'm also glad that we got more of a backstory for Vinder's character. This is aided by the introduction of Belle, who is a survivor of the Flux. Her journey through the remnants of space was compelling to see. The reveal at the end that she and Vinder are in a relationship and she is having his baby was truly heartbreaking, as Vinder has been at the other side of the galaxy for some time. I'm sure we should see more of this develop later on. I like how the Doctor has put everyone on the time storm to prevent Yaz and Vinder from being killed by Swarm and Azure. Each character, including the Doctor, is in their own time stream, but there is something wrong. I love how the main actors are playing different roles in a way. I especially like how John Bishop is just immediately thrown into something different, seeing as he is still quite new to the regular setup. Mandip Gill was also incorporated into the scenes with Vinder because she got to play someone completely different to Yaz, who herself has had some good stuff to do in this episode. For one, she's playing a video game and then a Weeping Angel appears in it. Somehow Yaz is connected to the angels as they show up again for the ending, which will lead us to chapter 4. Honestly, the stuff done with the angels was some of the best yet. For the record, the special effects in this episode were some of the best ever in Doctor Who. The glitching between actors in the time streams, the scenes inside the time storm, and even the Daleks at the beginning. Easily the standout star of this episode was Jodie Whittaker, because I feel she got to do what she's here for. Acting. She sort of played different roles throughout, but even when she plays the Doctor, she's terrific. Her acting is complemented by Chris Chibnall's writing. If there's one thing I have to stress though, I do feel that Chibnall is still throwing everything at the wall at this point, bearing in mind we are now halfway through the series. This episode was all well and good, but whether it holds up once this series is over is another matter. Hopefully it does. I was still left with questions. Why does Joseph Williamson now have a futuristic blaster? What role does he still have to play? Because he is clearly affected by the Flux. Also, who the hell is this? With 3 episodes remaining, we are still no clearer to any resolutions than last week. Generally, I'm happy with this, but I am uneasy as to how this series will be concluded. Swarm and Azure hardly features in this. We got some cool backstory. It's clear that the fugitive Doctor battled these guys in the past, but as far as they're concerned, nothing else happened with them in this. With the TARDIS team being forced to travel back in time by the Weeping Angels, anything is possible at this point. Can the village of the angels be vanquished? Will any more questions be answered? As always, time will tell.